All right. You can see my screen, I'm sure. So logged into Enterflow. When we're going to create a deal, it's it's an account. It's up here in the right corner. It says new deal. It's not really a deal as we know. It's an opportunity, but they do call it a new deal. So we'll open that up and all the basic stuff that you've all done before. Whoops, don't put that in. So first name, last name, things like that. What's that address?
612 Alps Road, 612 ALPS Road, Wayne, Wayne, New Jersey.
Got it. All right, so we scroll down here. We don't have to worry about an office or lead source. We just go right to continue. And then this next page that shows up, it verifies the home and everything on there. I see it's one that you already sold probably or something like that.
It's in the works.
Oh, you won't have to search this deal template. This is just because I work in multiple, multiple pieces. So it'll always come up automatically. Sales deal, you hit save. And then it brings us right into the account. Boom, here we are. The thing about Enterflow is don't try to outthink it. Think simple. This left side, I want to have all green checks. So we'll start with the title check. The title check is not required to do a proposal. It's also not required to submit an account. But it is very, very useful because I have the name Reed Peru on this account. We know that if we would write this deal up and finance it through Reed Peru, it would come back as I'm not the homeowner. So when I do this title check, it's going to say who the actual homeowner is, and it's going to be Irma or Wigbert. And so we go, oh, Wigbert, let's use his name. So we click on it, and we go Wigbert, goody, save. And if you look over here, it changed to the correct person. And now this job is on track so that it won't get flagged. Pretty cool. We'll hit next. Consumption. We've all built consumption profiles before. So we go into consumption profile. We need to select the utility provider, Jersey Central or Public Service, electric gas. Which one is it?
PSE&G.
PSE&G. Then we come down here and there's 4 ways to do a consumption profile. The first one is it's got a square footage and it brought in its own idea of what the consumption of this house could be. I could hit save profile and use that to do a proposal. We know that's not very accurate. The next one would be I'd put in one single month. So in the month of May, I know they use 750 kilowatt an hour. Apply and calculate it and max out the rest of the year. Then, if I wanted to, I could enter in every single month's usage along this line. That's the most accurate way to go. But there is a 4th way, and the 4th way is the annual production or annual consumption. So you hit annual, you can say you used 11,500 kilowatt hours for the year. Now, the problem with that is it will pretty much flatten out the curve, and we know that's not very accurate. So in my opinion, it's best to go at least one or all the months built out in here so it has a nice, it appropriates the curve to the area. I'm going to save that profile down here in the right corner. And then notice here we've got a red mark for the utility bill. You don't need the utility bill to do a proposal, but you do need the utility bill to upload the account, submit the account. When you do upload this utility bill, I want you to be sure that you upload all of the pages of the bill. So if there's 5, I want all 5 in here because it'll push them into our system. We do require that. At this point, you see it says next again on the bottom right. And we want to do a design. So new design, Aurora sales mode, and it says Aurora design request. What it's actually doing is it's creating an Aurora account for you. You don't have to go create it. It's going to create the account for us so that we can go place modules. So once I hit submit, there we go. It has now created an Aurora account that we're going to go to. So in the top right corner here, it says sales mode and this blue button. It's going to take us right into it. And we are going to allow it to do AI roof. So top left corner, run AI roof. Give it a few seconds and it's going to map out the entire roof for us. It'll probably recognize these modules here also and block them out. I could actually just tell it right now that I want to place modules. So on the left-hand side, see this thing that looks like an array? If I open that up, you can see I have the 410s because we're going to look at a lease product. So we use the Hyundais for purchases and we use the Q-Cell 410 for leases. Place. So it's going to place modules in every place that it can, but only stack it up to get to about 100%. But that's okay. So we see the modules, you go, well, I don't like, I don't like these. So you can just deselect them. You go, but I like these, and you can select them. You can do that with whatever you want. If you are advanced in Aurora, you can go to sales or design mode by going to the exit and going to design mode and going much more advanced. If you're not, then I would suggest asking Lennon for a little bit of training and or for him for assistance. But let's say you have your design going and you're ready to go. We're going to press this finalize button right here. Once you do this, you need to wait for all the calculations to finish at the bottom before you navigate away, go to any other tab or anything. Don't do anything until it's completely done with all the calcs. And it takes a minute. You'll keep seeing them pop up here. I want you to also remember that we don't do any adders, batteries, or financing in Aurora. We only place modules. That's it. Nothing else. Once all these calcs are done and fully completed, there we go. Now I can go back to Enterflow and you'll see there's my design. It's already in there, ready to go. So now I'm going to go next. Our panels on the metal roof? No. Next. Proposal. Right? Hit the proposal. If I had multiple designs, I'd choose the design here, but I only have one. All of our adders are pretty automatic, like travel, flat roof, steep roof. You saw the metal roof question. Those are all automated. But if you have one like a main service panel upgrade, a re-roof, tree work, trenching, things like that, this is where you'd push them in. Go down here to financing method. And this, I'm going to go with light reach. There we go. And then I'm going to select maybe a 299 escalator. So I usually max out the rate to start because then I can back it down. So I start here, save and calculate. This will create my proposal. So at this point, I go, okay, well, it's coming in at 442. I'm going to show you this. We go back into edit, and I can see that this job has, don't worry about the slush fund. It's something that has to do with me. You won't have that. But this job only has the small adder for the modules. So it's 485 a watt. The base is what you get paid off of, the 442. Again, this one has 20 cents because of the slush fund thing that you won't have. So it actually would be 462 would be what you as your base. You take that number minus your red line times the system size, and that's your payout. Let's say you go, I like this. This is the number I want to keep. If you want to adjust it, you can adjust it here. But you say, I want to keep this number. Great. So at this point, you could go into proposal. And this is going to be the pretty proposal that you can build a talk track, for the customer and get them to love all the wonderful things about solar and how it works and, what you can do for them. This is for you to build your verbiage with them. But it's a great proposal tool. It's very interactive, looks nice, so on and so forth. This is a wonderful way to present solar to a customer. Nice build out and production versus consumption, utility bill, payment, remaining bill, savings number, all the normal stuff we've seen selling solar. Once the customer says, I love it, this little home button at the top takes us back. And at this point, we need to finalize the proposal to tell Enterflow what we're doing next. We'll finalize. And this tells it that the next page is going to be the Palmetto application. Now, the great thing, if you ever want to compare them side by side, is you can do multiple proposals. You could say, well, I want to also do a Good Leap TPO, and I want to do it at a 299. And, the max available on this one is this 519 for $200. So you could compare them side by side. So for $203, this thing gets up to 519, and if I wanted to back it down to the 178 to match and see which one paid out more, just go like this and go 178 payment, update. And as we can see on this particular, Palmetto is the winner. Palmetto has the higher payout. So we would go Palmetto no matter what. So we hit finalize. We got it. We're choosing Palmetto. We hit next. And that's our Palmetto application right here. You complete it right here, put all their information in, submit it. Once you submit it and they get approved, it immediately sends them the documents and the account setup. GoodLeap is the same thing. Every one of our lenders is automatically done right through here, pushes it right out to them. Once they sign that, this green box will fill in. The next thing you need to do is generate the installation agreement. So you hit generate, verify the info. There you go. And the blue button at the bottom, sign by email. You'd send that, immediately it sends an email to their inbox to sign the installation agreement. So we're going to go back, data, and now we're back here. Once they sign that installation agreement, this will turn green. The next one, additional information. If there was a marketing rep and you wanted to document it, you can put it here, or you can just put your name and then the HOA information. If they don't have one, cool. If they do, please let us know so we can get their HOA taken care of. Once you have all green check marks here, the last one is project submission. So once this is all done, this blue button will appear. You press that button, it immediately goes in our system. We have a person that will verify NTP. If NTP is clear, we are going to reach out to the customer immediately and schedule the site survey. We try to get it within the next 72 hours. We push the customer to do that. All right. So now I'm going to show you how to navigate in our CRM so you understand how to use it and what it can do for you. So here is our CRM, normal dashboard like anyone has seen before. What you care about is job board. This is where your jobs will live, and you'll see them in different categories. And so we look at this and we go, okay, I look at my job that's in utility. You click on it and you can see here customer details, job details, utility. That's weird. Utility's not in there. I'm going to check that out. And then this one is a cash deal. So it shows they've already received the first payment. We have a second payment and a third payment. There's adders on this job. So this job has $23,000 in roof work, and they paid through the convenient QuickBooks. So there's the adders broken down for you. We have 5 levels of hierarchy. So if you guys have multiple people, you want to build teams, we can keep track of them. And then you scroll down here, and this is the one you really care about. So these chevrons here, job review, you can see that this one has an approved install agreement, which is available right here as files, but the proposal, utility bill, all approved, cleared, and good. Site survey, we can take a look that it was completed and good to go. Now we notice design is not fully filled in. The reason for that is the structural stamp is in progress. So the plans were approved, but our structural stamp is not done yet. HOA, customer signature on the 8th was requested. So we know that we're waiting for the customer to sign the HOA interconnection agreement. Permit is not going yet because structural stamp's not done yet. As soon as that triggers, it'll say ready to submit permit. It's all automated. The cool thing about this is every single comment that's ever made or ever been made is right here. So there's a little feed button right here. Every comment everything that's been done on this account is right here, and you guys get to see everything. We do not hide anything from you. And I think that's what's really important about us is we have full transparency about everything that's going on. So you can see the storyline that's happening. Up in the top right corner is files. Remember I said there's all those files. You hit files, we can see that we have design files, job review, and site survey. So if I want to see the design, I go to design, plans, and I go, I want to see the plans. Well, there they are. There's your CAD. Or if you say, I want to see site survey. Site survey review. There it is. You get to see the actual, there we go, site survey. It's right here at your fingertips. You get to see it. It's all available to you. So nothing's hidden. So that's available right here in the files. If you get tagged for something that we need from you, you'll receive an email that would look like this, everything bold. And when you open it, it would look like this. And if you hit view job, it'll take you right into the CRM. And it'll take you directly to the tag that you were tagged in. So you can see what they asked of you. If you want to respond to said tag, so there we go. I was tagged. Now, see, I wasn't the one tagged on this. I was just put on this for visibility. But if I wanted to respond to Lindy, I would hit reply and I could just type whatever I want in there and he would get that message. If I wanted to respond to Lindy, but also tag Lennon, I'd hit at LEN and you'll see Lennon's name pop up. Then he will get messaged on that also. But let's say you didn't get tagged on something and you just want to come in here and speak to somebody. That's okay. So you go down here to the bottom and let's say you wanted to talk to Lennon. You could say at Lennon and you would type whatever message you want to him. And then if you wanted somebody else to have visibility of it because you thought it was important, you could add that person. What I don't want you guys doing is just tagging everybody in the world in the system, right? Don't tag everyone because no one's going to respond. I see this a lot. I see someone's like, they'll say, ready for this? They'll go, at Lennon, at Peter Chin, at David, at Lindy. Then they go, and then they go like this. They go, what's up with this? But we get that. And I'm like, you're getting nothing back because what's up with this? What do you mean? Please be more specific. So all we ask is, this is how we ask you to tag. If you want an answer, tag Lennon directly, ask him the question. He will answer that. He knows it's assigned to him. Makes it really easy. You also have the ability to appear in the message. You can message anybody in the company. So you can just hit new messages and you could do, and if you direct message them. So let's say I said Lennon, oops. There he is. I could say, what's up? If I say what's up to him and hit that, that's going to pop up in front of him and email him that I just messaged him in the system. You also have this bell icon here. This is anything that you were tagged in are going to be right here and you can view them by clicking into them. It takes you right to the account. Or if you want, whoops, my mistake. Or if you wanted to just do a quick view, you can hit quick view and it'll just pop it up right here, what they asked. Tim Kohler says, need install times. See how he tagged 2 people? Need install times. Don't do that, please. We know it needs install times. We want to get it installed too. We only get paid if it does. Over on the left. So Jeff, Mo, are you going to be adding people to your org or is it just going to be you guys?
I'll have people in the org.
Great. So here we go. Users and orgs. If you open this up, you'll go to sales org. This is going to be, you're going to look for your company. Jeff, what's your company called?
Evergreen United.
So Evergreen right here, it'll look like that. And on the far right, you'll see this invite button. If you open that and hit sales rep, create invitation. Wait for it. There we go. You can now copy this link, show them the QR code, send an email. Any one of those things, just like you guys received, you can send it to them via text. They're going to fill out their name, phone number, email address. When they do that, it will create their account in here under you. And then we will create all the other credentials for them and send them over right away. Pretty slick, pretty easy, right?
All right.
Okay. Profiles. We have AHJs in here. We currently have 584 AHJs with expected turnaround times. We are also going to update this. We have a huge list coming in, and we're going to have this updated in the next 3 weeks to over, I believe it's over 1,000. Utility companies, you can take a look at utility companies. I have 1,275 utility companies in here and their expected turnaround times. If you need to know any of our licenses for any state, they're all right here at your fingertips. 65 of them we carry right now. So if anybody asks for it, if you need it for any reason, here they are. Come down here, and then you have resources. And Lennon's going to be pumping a lot of stuff in here, but knowledge base has customer testimonials. We have 16 of them currently in there. We have the adder sheet. So the travel adder map is uploaded into Enterflow. If there's a travel adder, it's in there and it's automated. And it's not done just by radius, it's done by actual drive time. It's very, very detailed. Drive distance, excuse me. The adder sheet is always in here and currently updated. We have drone videos, only got 5 of them right now. We'll start to add some more. And then equipment knowledge, we're going to start loading more stuff in here, but modules and financing resources, roofing, and some more training videos, which he's going to be adding more. That is for the most part, the everything